Welcome to the Rookies. The Rookies is a weekly stream that's been on hiatus for about 2 months, starring Buster the Destroyer of Star Citizen fame and Liz Ransdell of My Boyfriend is a Shark and many other literary delights. And myself, Tennis Instead, the creator of Jump Rangers, where we sit down and we play the Jump Rangers tabletop role playing game for maybe an hour and a half or so every week. Jump Rangers, the tabletop role playing game, is set in the Jump Rangers universe, and it's a game about kid space commandos trying to carve out a future for humanity amongst the stars in the shadow of a space alien dinosaur empire. It all started about 300 years ago when the Saurian horde, Tyrannosaurus rexes with telepathic powers and giant motherships, invaded our planet, swept aside our civilization, and the only way people could survive was by sneaking aboard those alien starships and and basically spreading out into the Saurian Empire like bedbugs, while the grown-ups were living this very ragtag Rebel Alliance existence, clinging to the present. There's a brave bunch of kids that have made it their business to sneak aboard these alien starships, find trade routes between colonies, sabotage alien extermination efforts, steal intelligence and technology, look for a way to retake Earth, and all the other things that people need for their future. These kids are all universally between the ages of 5 and 18 years old, and we call them Jump Rangers. And today, our Rangers are Bam Bam and Ripper. Bam Bam is, we'll call Bam Bam a weapons expert. Ripper is
Something like that.
a psychic powerhouse. And before we explain what was going on with our last session, I'm going to give Buster and Liz a chance to introduce themselves and say what's going on in your lives. It's been a couple months. Tell everybody what's up. Buster, you want to
Ooh.
start? You start, Buster.
Oh, sure. I'm like, yeah, hi, my name is Buster Destroyer. I stream here on Twitch and YouTube. I do that now. I do both at the same time.
Okay.
How's
How's
and
that affect
then
your bandwidth? Is it doable?
yeah,
Is there any complication at all to that?
no,
Okay.
I seem to just I basically I use OBS. I stream like OBS always streams to Twitch, and then I have a plugin that like pushes it out to YouTube.
Okay.
I could do other platforms too. I could add others, but I haven't done all that yet. I'm just like just happy to be here. But anyway, but yeah, so you can find me on YouTube and Twitch streaming. And lately I've been playing the new Indiana Jones game a lot, but I'll usually do like my face making like once a week at least. Speaking of, guess who got staff pick on the community hub for Star Citizen this week for a video they did?
Was it Buster the Destroyer?
Yes, it was. So
Congratulations.
I made a tutorial. I've made it like I make characters in the character creator in Star Citizen. That's kind of my shtick now. And I send those files out to people so they can use them to play in the game. And I made a tutorial, like, but not even a tutorial. I did like a here's like 5 tips, which it was really like 1 technical tip and 4 actual tips to make better characters in the character creator.
Okay.
And yeah, it's like a little 13-minute video. And yeah, I got staff picked this week on the community hub at CIG.
Congratulations. That's really cool.
Or at Star Citizen, Robert Space Industries. But yeah, I'm excited. I saw that today. Somebody was like, "Hey, I saw you're a staff pick," and I was like, "Oh, I had no clue. That's awesome." So yay! But anyway, yeah, that's it for me. Oh, I lost 15 pounds in 45 days.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
I too have
a little
lost
more
15 pounds
svelte.
since the last time we logged on, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
So
Now I know where mine came from because I gained 20.
Sorry, I didn't mean to send it over.
It's all right. I cannot blame you for my thyroid. That's not true.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway.
Bless that. Yeah, but anyway, that's me. I'm doing pretty all right for the moment, and yeah, Liz, I'll throw it to you.
You've got a comic appearance coming up, Liz.
You do. The end of February is the Long Island Convention of Horror, where it will be my first guest appearance at a con over at some Hilton on Long Island. I've never been further east than Colorado Springs, so this is a big adventure for me.
Okay.
I'm actually going to see the other side of y'all's country. I'm very excited. We have My Boyfriend is a Shark, for those who know. of the webtoon. It is coming out in a physical form, and the Kickstarter will start the 1st of April. So
Congratulations.
that's coming up as well. Thank you. And of course, book 2 of Alice is at the artist now. My editor is done smacking me around with it, and I have started the script for book 3. So we are well on our way
Wow.
to this year's projects, and I can't think of a better way to start than by celebrating all things horror with my friends over on Long Island.
It's gonna be a good time, I'll wager. I mean, it's a very small
I happen to
community.
bring the good time with me,
Yeah.
so it was a fun either way. But yeah, I do agree that it's going to be a really lovely experience.
Congratulations on all of it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So, when last we left Ripper and Bam Bam, you had met a deeply suspicious spacer type um, after having stowed away a Saurian mothership, which you had believed up until that point had been undiscovered. You're calling the mothership the Grim Ranger. And living in the bowels of the waste disposal system, you found an adult male spacer, little bit of a dip, with 2 trunks full of stuff, and a taste for the finer things in life by the name of Griff. And Griff believes he talked you into robbing the undersore um, storage, basically vault of the mothership. You took a whole bunch of currency scales, you brought a whole bunch of stuff back to him, and Griff's eyes immediately saw stars. So now Griff has tasked the 2 of you with sneaking into a secret facility on a planet you've never been to and you still haven't seen because you were smuggled into the building inside a storage container.
Right.
On a planet called Inferno. Planet Inferno.
Hmm.
You're sneaking into what you now know is a secret Saurian technological development site where you have discovered a scientist uh, whose name I have to look up because I too have been doing other things. Slith, Dr. Slith of House Serpentis, um, has developed body armor for Rexors, basically that allows them to empower their physical attacks with the use of their spirit, which in the case of a Rexor is substantial. How have you snuck into this Imperial or this Saurian facility, you might ask? Well, using Ripper's psychic powers and stacking yourselves one on top of the other, Bam Bam, Ripper, and Gel have been masquerading as a Rexor tyrant and forcing, gaslighting, in fact, the Dr. Slith and the other Rexors and Undersors of this facility to see you as an imposing tyrant from House Serpentis until you got a tour of the facility and had this whole thing laid out for you. And when last we left Ripper, Bam Bam, and Gel, the 3 of you were having Undersor assistants strap this armor onto you. The 3 kids stacked
Right.
with you.
Okay. I remember this now.
Bam Bam
very
was
well.
quite literally doing a lot of heavy lifting.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that the 3 of you can test this armor out in armed combat against
Yeah.
2 Rexor warlords.
Yeah, we had a good mid-season like leave off here.
Yep.
Yes. I remember now. Oh, do I remember now?
Yes.
Yes, yes, yes.
So,
Yes.
what's happening now?
We're kicking ass.
Well,
there is essentially in the like underneath the primary laboratory, which, as we've discussed, these spaces tend to be very spacious so that Rexors can pace back and forth. They have long tails just like Tyrannosaurus Rexes would. Their corridors tend to be deep and circular so that they can run through at high speed. In the cave beneath this giant metal cave where all of this laboratory equipment is located, where all of this research is being conducted, there is a weapons testing facility, which is essentially just a weapons range.
right.
And you've been moved down there by your undersore attendants. Actually, that depends on you. So the armor is going to get strapped onto you into the laboratory because that's where you demanded that work be done. 2 Rexor warlords had just stepped into the room at the beck and call of Dr. Slith.
Okay.
Do you intend to take this equipment down to the testing facility, or do you intend to use it here? Is my first question, because I don't want to necessarily force you down into the arena if you're going to do something even more reckless than you're already doing.
Well, the goal is to get it out.
The object is to get it out. But you have asked them to strap it onto you so that you can see how it works.
Yeah.
That's what you said. So there are 2 Rexor warlords here ready to attack you so you can see how the armor works.
Yeah, let's go with what we're doing.
Well, I'm just curious, like, is it going to be easier for us to escape from the place that we've already seen? Or are we willing to take the risk of going into arena and then having to figure out how to get out of there? Because one way or another, we have to escape.
The way I look at this right now is like we literally asked them to show us how it works, and they're coming out to attack us. So like if we knock them down, nobody's gonna care because it's not gonna seem like a threat. It's like, oh, we're doing tests. So if we take those 2 guys out now and get them out of the to not be a problem for late, like we might as well do it in the place where we are allowed to, where it's nobody's going, oh, that's weird. That's my logic.
So you're in favor of getting down to the testing facility. You're in favor of not attacking right now, is what you're saying.
Oh, well, I thought that's what we were doing right now. I thought we were gonna fight.
Well, Dr. Slith would prefer that you didn't shoot up the lab.
Yeah.
We could pretend to be like, oh no, oops, due to the game.
I mean, you're sorry.
Well,
I didn't mean to pad ram you, sir.
You can also just tell him, don't be a baby.
We can. Like I said, if our goal is to get out, is it easier to shoot up the lab and run from here, or is it easier to head down to the testing facility and see if there's a way out? Because we've not seen that yet, so I'm a little nervous about going down there. I'm actually like shoot up the lab and run kind of girl. Like I mean, might as 2 birds, 1 stone. Let's take out the doctor, take out the lab, take out a couple warlords, and beat feet. That's what I would do, but I'm a runner.
Do we want to just start attacking, or do we want to just be like, no, we do it here. We don't need to walk.
Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna count down from 5, and then I'm gonna take an action. 5, 4, 3.
Yeah, we're doing it. Okay. We're gonna shoot it up. Do it.
Mm-hmm. Same page. Okay, see? This is why we're a team. This is why we're so good together.
Okay. Yeah. So do we remember? So we're going to roll initiative just to see which of the 3 of you goes first. You're going to have surprise here because they think that you're doing things the way they expect you to. So,
yeah, sure.
So we're going to give you a free action, but do we remember how initiative works? We're going to roll it because not everybody's going to remember. Also, I don't have a camera on the dice. I will deal with that at a later time, but we've seen the dice. I will talk us through this every step of the way. Liz, you have actual dice.
Oh my gosh, Christmas.
Nice.
Fun.
Great. So your dice pool is either your mind or your spirit, whichever is the greater.
Okay.
And there are 3 kinds of rolls that are always target 4: initiative, damage, and endurance.
Okay.
Right? So anytime you're rolling one of those 3 things, we call them combat rolls. Because there's nothing to roll against when you're rolling initiative, damage, or endurance. You see what I'm saying? There's no target numbers. The target number is 4.
Mm-hmm.
So roll your mind, your body, or your spirit, and tell me how many victories you get. Don't forget that if you get a 1, you get to re-roll it. Now, victories are under the target number, so 4 and under is what you're looking for. 4 and under. And if you get a 1, you get to re-roll it in addition to your victory. And if you get an 8, you have to subtract a victory. That's how this works.
Yeah.
Let me pull up.
Thank you.
All right, here we go. Oh my gosh. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hmm.
Gel has a lot of dice to roll here.
Yeah,
Go.
she does.
1. Oof. 2. Gel has 2. Not a great roll for Gel.
Or 3. 3
Okay, you have
victories
3.
on the 6 die.
Okay. Buster,
Hmm.
how many victories did you get?
I got a 1. I got a 1. I got a 1. I got a 7. I got a 6.
Did you re-roll your 3 ones?
I'm about to. Oh my god! I got 2 more 1s and a 7. Okay.
But wasting your
that's-
1s, you're gonna
Yeah,
roll 8s later
that's
because
amazing.
of this.
Okay.
The game was missing me today, I suppose. So I need to do I need to re-roll those 2 1s? Do I
Yep.
need to keep going?
Yep.
Oh my god. Okay, 8s and 2 8s. There we go. I can waste them on that.
But your 8s
Those
don't
8s don't count.
on re-rolls.
Yeah,
your 8s don't
exactly.
count. Okay, so
I know. That's what I'm saying. Waste the 8s on that.
Yes. So, that's a
A lot of
lot.
ones.
That's a lot of initiative, Buster.
I have a lot. I
Yes.
think I'm at the top of the initiative. I don't think we need to calculate to know that right now.
So, I am going to, in the interest of your initiative, I'm going to give you kind of a little bit of a preternatural sense of exactly what you're doing here. Okay? This armor has claws on its feet, which are
Mhm.
big boots with big talons. Like, your feet do not. It has taken the undersoles.
It's I look stupid underneath that
Yes,
thing.
you look like.
Yeah,
It's
I
sort
look
of floating.
ridiculous.
Yep.
There's a lot of psychic energy going into holding this onto you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, also the undersores, like, really like there were some engineering challenges getting this to stick to your body that they didn't exactly understand why they needed to do, but they just sort of accepted. So like they went and like cinched it up around your feet and the whole thing. But these boots have massive wolvers on the claws that you can barely you're standing with your legs like about as far apart as they can reasonably go, just to have enough space between your feet to allow these boots to stand next to each other. You've got this huge thing on your back, and your arms are just kind of like, or I guess
Oh no.
probably Ripper's arms are coming out of the front.
Yeah.
And
Am I just controlling legs or am I also controlling arms?
I'm gonna say
Like together we kind of all control it in this psychic
yes.
way, right? Okay, that's fine.
So
As long as I don't have to just be the leg guy every time.
I'm
Or
gonna
the leg
go ahead
gal.
and say that for Gel's role, Gel is going to take 2 actions, and gonna split their spirit dice in half, and is
Mm-hmm.
going to give extra damage to each of you.
Okay.
So, okay. So that's that. Okay, that's fine. So, Buster, you're gonna have an extra 6 dice of damage to anything that you decide to do with this armor. Liz, you're gonna have an extra 4 dice of 6
I'm
automatic
ready.
6 automatic victories is what you get. Liz, you
All
get
right.
4 automatic victories to any damage that you decide to do with this armor this round.
Okay.
That's what Gel's doing. So
So the little Rexor guy, is he
There's-
next to me?
there's 3 Rexors in the room and a whole bunch of Undersors. 2 of those Rexors are warlords, which means they are basically field commanders. Okay.
Okay, can I just like smack one of them in the head really hard and just be like and just like really hard, like, and then I'll like jiggle the elbow like, oh shit. Pardon
I
me.
don't think you can reach their head, but
Okay.
you can stomp one of them on the foot.
Oh, even better. Okay, you get where I'm coming from. Like something to like I want to do an attack that's not obviously an attack.
Okay.
Like a oh no, I'm so sorry, Dan.
Dan. All right.
Dinosaur is
Yep.
to be more correct.
So this is gonna be a body
Yeah.
check. This is gonna be a body check. What's your body?
My body is doing great these days. Thank you very much. Five. I have a 5.
You have a 5. So
Yeah.
talk to me about melee attacks and what you have in your virtues and your training. So on Buster's
Of
character
course,
sheet, there
yeah.
are 2 lists of. So 5 dice is what they have to roll. We're going to determine what's called their target number, which is what they need to roll on the 5 dice to get victories. There's a list.
Oh,
yeah.
That just reminded me. Did we may need to think about any virtues we're trying to take up today?
Oh,
if
good
we
call.
haven't already started some from last session, I think.
That's good.
It continue. It popped in my brain, and I just wanted to put that to me and Liz.
You are 100% correct. So Liz, do you have something you're working on that you're aware of?
Looks like when we left, I was actually working on a piece of training, or was aiming for a piece of training, but I had just received a virtue and had not chosen another one.
Okay.
Yes, I had just received one too because I got intuitive.
Okay. What do you want
Mhm.
to be working on?
I want to be working on because I thought about it in this moment with the foot stomp. Like what would be a good word for like when you're good at pretending like you know nothing? Like aloof?
In general, I would say cunning, or deceptive.
Yeah, yeah, I don't think I've ever worked toward deceptive values, and I think this is a moment where I'm actually like starting that process of truly like getting better at being
misleading.
A good actor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cunning,
So,
deceptive,
cunning,
resourceful. Cunning, you like?
improv, but like not improvisation in weapons to necessarily
Right.
improv, like
Now,
literally improv.
So just to talk through how this works for the audience, there's a difference between virtues and training, and the difference is how you get.
That's true.
Virtues are things that you are. Training are things that you learn. To train in something, you find someone to teach you, and you go do 3 rolls to succeed, and then you know that thing. Virtues are something you prove that you already know. So you're going to say that this is one of the rolls that proves that you know it, and you have to. It's like pool shots. You have to make all 3 of those rolls, and if you make all 3 of those rolls, then you get to add it to your character sheet. If you don't make one of those rolls or more, then you never get to prove that you're that again. You have to try something else. So if you're trying to prove that you're cunning, we can do that. Improv is something you learn.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good difference because that would be a skill.
Yep.
So yeah, cunning. Off the cuff, whatever. But yeah, cunning's a good word.
I'm going to call this cunning. This is cunning. You're trying to deceive them. Liz, do you have a virtue that you're trying to get to today?
I think I was actually starting to work towards being a little more diplomatic.
I think
looking at my list, I'm like,
one of you got diplomatic, didn't you?
I did.
Wasn't me.
Maybe
No, I'm
I don't have
heartless.
it. I have I have things that kind of. I think at one point I tried to get diplomatic. I'm not really sure.
Yeah, it didn't work out for you.
Yeah.
It was. Liz, do you want to go for diplomatic today?
I think I should start trying to be more diplomatic because I've got like heartless and tenacious, and I feel like maybe countering it with some not killer instincts would be good.
Okay.
Yeah, you're like Ripper's always so like, but does it, but
Ripper
does
is
it blend?
pragmatic, okay?
Well, does it blend?
You are trying to meet with. You're doing all of this to try and find out who Griff works for. So
yeah,
which is why I figured diplomacy is a little more necessary.
Yeah.
Although I've got all the deceptive traits, which is great.
Yeah.
I feel like Bam Bam started out as attempting to be diplomatic and just got to the point of being more like sick of everybody being dumb. So she can't be diplomatic anymore. So all she can do is just be like relentless.
Yep.
Like just listen to me.
Okay.
Listen to me, Linda. That should be my next virtue. Listen to me, Linda.
I like it.
Listen, Linda.
I feel like that's a very specific person.
That is like my favorite quote of all time. That little 3-year-old boy.
Is it from a movie?
No, it's quick. Like it's basically this little boy years and years ago it was like a video that got out on the internet
Okay.
because like somebody from like his mom or somebody or somebody was recording, and his mom saying to the little boy like, "Why did you eat that cupcake? You shouldn't have had that cupcake." And he's like, "Listen, Linda." Because you could tell, like, he probably is speaking to his mother
Yeah.
the way somebody else speaks to his mother, like like maybe his grandfather, his grandmother,
Yeah.
his father, whoever.
Yep.
But like he's just like listen, and he's trying to explain to her why it was okay for him to have a cupcake.
For him to have it, yeah.
Yeah, I'll send it to you
Remember
later.
that.
It's a little, cute little 3-year-old boy. I'm sure he's like in high school now, or older. But yeah. Anyway, listen, Linda.
All right. Well, I appreciate the context. That actually makes sense.
Yeah.
So, talk me through the virtues and training that you have to put. First of all,
Yeah.
yeah. What do you got? This is cunning. This is one of your roles.
Okay.
Correct?
So yes. So
Okay.
skills, course base training, strategy. There could be a case made for
I
strategy
don't
here.
think this is.
Maybe
This is literally combat.
It's combat.
combat, which is my next one.
Yes, combat. I'll give you.
Piloting. I am the one piloting all of us.
This is.
You gave it to her. You gave it to her last time.
Did I?
When we were talking
Okay.
about stuff.
Fine. Okay.
Yeah.
Piloting. Okay. That's.
Sorry,
I mean,
I don't know why
I am
the
at the base of the 3 children. I am the big kid. I think I deserve points for that.
Okay. All right.
Loom technology, no, doesn't apply here. And then virtues, assertive.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is an
You're
assertive
stomping on
mood.
someone's foot. That's assertive. You're asserting yourself.
Focused.
Okay.
Takes a lot of focus to stub a toe, I suppose.
Okay. It's a big toe.
Cool, yeah. Cool, which is pretty cool.
I don't think anyone is ever going to outcool what we're doing right
I know. I'm always cool. Relentless. I'm not really like arguing about something right now.
No, but
I feel like that's more applicative.
You are very insistent on leaving this room with this armor. Like
Yes, I am.
This is
yes.
This is a relentless effort. Like if we look at the last 20 minutes of Bam Bam's life.
Yeah.
You're definitely being a little extra right now.
Yeah, it's true. Righteous.
We don't know how righteous this is. You're trying to become part of a criminal organization.
Intuitive.
No.
And then of course I'm gonna say I am gonna put this roll toward cunning because again I'm like trying to be like play it off like oh no.
So you're targeting.
Or they get them to play it off because it's her voice that we're using. So
you need 6s and under.
6s and under.
You have your body.
That's the name of my band in high school. 6s and under. Ooh, okay. I got 6s and under. Nice. Check it out. I got 6, 6, 2, 3, 5.
Okay, that's 5 victories. Let's just see if there's any chance these overlords. I'm gonna give them a heavy. The warlord. Where'd the warlord go? Tyrant.
If I had failed that, I would have argued that I actually just lost my step and that I actually did step on his toe on accident. I did that.
All right. Nope. Okay, you managed to close the distance. You close the gap, and you pick up your foot as hard as you can, and you stomp as hard as you can on this Rexor's toe. So,
forgive me, General.
you get because so this is a sonication.
Or not claw. Forgive me, but you should have had your foot there. That's probably the more appropriate.
So the claw on your foot is a sonication claw. It emits high. Does anyone know what sonication is?
I dream of Calisonication. No. Sonic. I would think it has something to do with sound, obviously, and vibration.
It does. Sonication is a high frequency vibration that you use to liquefy cellular tissue.
Oh gosh!
So, it's what vibroblades do in Star Wars. It's also It's also something they use in laboratories. So it's a real thing.
Now I kind of feel bad.
So I'm going to let you add an extra 5 dice to your damage roll, and I'm going to go ahead and remind you as well that you have 6 automatic victories.
What real quick, the damage, is it the same die? Is it also 8-sided or is it different
It's
sides?
8-sided dice. You're rolling into the
Okay,
target's
thank you.
floor, and I want you to remember one more thing. You're wearing this armor, which means you can add your spirit to your to your body.
Okay.
Now here's the problem that you're going to have. This is a Rexor warlord.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, he's gonna get mad.
he may not care that you stepped on his foot. We're going to find out in just a second.
Yeah, it's fine. You know,
4, 5.
it's fine. He doesn't care. He could grow another one or something.
Oh, we'll spy.
He's a lizard.
Yeah, we're gonna see how bad.
Wait, that works on tails, doesn't it? Oh, I should have stepped on his tail. That would have been kind of funny too.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, he totally doesn't care.
7, 8. He has 9.
Yeah, he's fine.
Okay, 9 victories from the warlord.
About carrying?
About holding on to his foot. That's 9 victories to resist damage.
Oh.
Actually, yep. 11.
Okay.
11 victories to resist damage.
And how much damage do I need to roll? How many
you-
die total?
so
5.
How many dice do you have in body? 5, right?
5.
How many
Yeah,
dice
so
do you have?
5 plus the 5 you said.
That's 10.
And then spirit,
Which is what?
3.
3. You get to roll 13 dice, and you and you have 6 automatic victories on top of whatever you get.
Well,
But
too bad. So sad for his foot today. Here we go.
But
Oh. Oh no, for him. Oh man, are you kidding me?
What'd you get?
Okay. I got 3, 4, 3.
That's 3.
6, 3, 4.
So your target's 4 here, right?
4. Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's
Yes.
So 6, 3. So that's 5 total.
Right. And then 7, 1, 1, which I'll re-roll those in a second.
Yep.
7, 8.
8s don't
2,
count
4.
on 8s don't count
On damage.
on
Okay.
combat rolls. Yep.
Okay.
So
So 7, 8.
2, 4.
So
So
were
that's
those
9.
2? So and then 2, 4. Yeah, and that's the last of them. So I have 2 1s to re-roll, right?
Yep.
Or does that count? Okay.
Yep.
1 and an 8. So
Reroll the 1.
I gotta Okay. 3.
3. And then plus 6.
Okay. Plus 6. That was a lot.
All right. So you rush up. You close the distance between the Rexors. Like the door is right behind these 2 Rexor warlords, and you pick up your foot and you stomp it. Now these are Tyrannosaurus Rexes. This dude's toe is a little bit
Bigger
high.
than me.
Yeah, his toe is up to your waist. So you pick up your foot as high as you can, and you stomp through the toe. He doesn't know that you're this small, of course. And you can feel all of a sudden this massive psychic discharge from Shell through you into your foot, and you actually see your foot like animate streaking with light as it contacts this dinosaur's toe, and you just go like right through the skin, right through the bone.
Oh, okay.
Like,
I just like took off like probably 3/4 of his foot.
You go
like,
right through this dinosaur's 2 front toes, and you can see, and like almost like there's a slashing effect that just cuts
claw
through the air.
toes, yeah.
Blood just starts to spurt out of this dinosaur's foot,
gosh.
and you can see the shock and surprise on this Rexor's face as it just kind of goes. Like this is all happening in slow motion because you have the advantage, right? Liz, there's one more.
They're evil and stuff, but I feel bad for him. can't walk right now. Like he's gonna fall over.
We'll see. We'll see. Rexors are extremely resilient and dangerous creatures, but
No,
that
they're
was an
not.
awful lot of damage. That was an awful lot of damage, and this Rexor was not expecting to be hurt this bad.
He's
He
just
also,
like, ah!
well, the Rexor is also anticipating the attack to come from up here. Like, this Rexor thinks that you're like 15 feet or 20 feet tall, and you're not.
Yeah.
So there's
I'm
that
not.
problem too. You have an attack, Liz. Would you like to use your attack? What's
I mean, I gotta follow through.
Yeah,
can't just
like,
leave Bam Bam hanging.
oops, overcorrects. Cut to
Yeah, we are not rolling for diplomacy this time. Okay? No diplomacy roll.
Are you
Just
gonna go for this-
continue the
See, this is why
pratfall for me. Come on, just continue my
This
pratfall.
this is why I haven't rolled for diplomacy yet,
Yeah.
because it's never really a good time.
I know. Just sell the pratfall. Sell the pratfall. It's on you, Liz.
What's that? So what's so here's are you gonna what so there's this one Rexor. You don't have a lot of time to sort of analyze the situation, of course, but there's two warlords, like the beefiest type of Rexor, basically ready to intercept you on your way to this door. The door is easily within reach in the next round, but you're not doing any running right now because your feet are otherwise occupied. So you can either attack the same warlord or you can attack the other warlord. What's your gut tell you to do?
Y'all really aren't gonna like this.
What's up?
Bam Bam. I think I should do my best to try to take them both out.
Okay.
I'm proud of you.
You gotta understand.
I would have
My
gone for
body is
the
a
same guy,
three.
but I get it. I get it.
I
get
figure,
it.
like, because if it's a pratfall,
Evan
Just
says
hit
hi.
everybody.
then
That
let's
way, if
just
they
sit
do get
around.
mad, they're both damaged. I get it.
That's
I
right.
get it.
Like,
I
let's
get it. Do it.
let's finish one and
Let's
see if we
go.
can't do a little side sweep into the
Let's
other.
go.
So are you gonna do
Let's.
Liz, are you gonna do 2 attacks this round?
This is gonna be fun with a body of 3. But
Or-
yes.
Okay.
Well, hold on. Gel is helping, right? So I do have additional, because
Damage.
spirit is definitely a huge part of this for me. And that's the thing, is most of my damage that I do is psychic. So I've got to figure out a way. That's what I've been thinking about, is trying to figure out a way to maximize that.
Well, this armor does do, like, I think it amplifies psychic damage. So
Right, exactly. So what I need to do, how do I level an attack on one to send him into the other? Because
Well,
I can't
don't
really
be
attack
afraid-
them both.
Don't be afraid to try and do something the armor is not necessarily designed to do. Remember how this combat system works. Like all I told you is that you get to combine your physical damage and your spirit damage for damage rolls. That's what I told you. So, like, Jump Rangers is not necessarily about, like, the spirit of this armor is for Rexors to use it. Rexors may be very rigid in their thinking of how combat works,
yeah,
but you don't have to be. So if there's something you want to try to do, like area of
like
effect-
having a really terrible thought that makes them sad. You know,
just spitballing here.
Yeah.
Can we make the damaged one mad at the other one and attack him instead? Do you think we've got it? Do you think we have the juice to make him blame his buddy instead of us?
I don't
Make him-
see why not. I don't see why not.
Where are they positioned? Are like, well, they're like on each side of us or something, right?
If they're in front of us,
Mhm,
right?
mhm.
Between us and the door, so we can make him, like, it doesn't have to make sense to anybody else.
It can
All
even
we have
be
to do is
like-
make
Yep.
him think that it was
That
his
the
buddy
other
and
one
not
bumped
us.
us.
There you go.
Yeah, or
You
Then
can make,
it's like
make him
just-
think the other one bumped us, and that's what
it doesn't
caused
even
the
have to
problem.
include us. If we're gonna do it, I'm gonna go simple. I'm just gonna go straight to he blame him. No logic involved.
Okay.
I'm just thinking of it like in terms of
Yeah.
how Tinny's gonna rate how difficult it is, and it seems like it's easier to make it think like, oh, well, we physically saw us step on his foot, Like, why not go with what it's seen with its eyes and add that to that story rather than making a new story for its brain, if that makes sense.
Here's
That
what I
that
will
was just
say.
the reason I said something like that.
I think this
That
action
was
functions outside the armor, but through the armor, Gel has given you those 6 victories, or 4 victories in your case.
I did not build all this psychic power for nothing. We're going to
So
use
I
it
think
and use
I
it
think
and use it till I drop dead.
you go ahead and take the 4 victories that Gel gave you for
Okay.
this, but there's no
Okay.
armor bonuses for this. Okay?
Okay.
So what's your spirit?
6.
6. Talk me through the. Are you willing to drop your illusion to make this happen? Now that you have the armor, do you care if they see that you're not a dinosaur?
I'll be honest, I think I have the power to not drop the illusion. However, quick sidebar. Are we running?
You
Are we
did
like
have to run
are we
next
are
round.
we
This is all happening very quickly. This
are
is
we are we bailing? Because if we are bailing, then there's no point in keeping the illusion.
right.
But if we're bailing, then I have to go big because we need to create enough of a kerfuffle to bail.
Buster,
Yeah?
answer the question in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I
Then
was
yes.
muted. I was
Yeah,
muted.
I know. I had to do that too earlier. It's the stupid dog.
Okay.
Anyway, my beautiful, wonderful, wonderful, sweet, perfect dog. That's all I want. I think I have enough here that I think I can pull it off where dropping the illusion won't matter
I think you're probably
because
right.
I can enrage him enough towards the other one that they're going to make a big old mess and we can just beat feet.
We're gonna be the least of their worries at that point.
So-
It's the hope.
Yeah.
So we'll deal with beating feet on the next round because I think that there's
Mhm.
pluses and minuses to your argument there, and there's going to be some roles involved. It's not a gimme, but I think that it is your best chance. So go ahead and tell me what your target number is. Walk me through what you bring to. I know it's been a minute, so let's talk through your character sheet and what you.
Okay. I do believe. Oh, no larceny. That's sad. But I do believe that both my trainings, the Farseeing and the basic,
Mhm.
are going to be useful here because
Yes. Yes.
it's right. Okay. But also smart,
That's 3.
untamed. I feel like this
Yep.
is a big, bold, untamed move.
Mhm.
Psychic.
Yes. That's 5.
I'm just coming up with an argument for stealth. I haven't been able to figure one out yet. Because
You're trying to create a distraction. I mean,
yeah.
it's I get it.
Okay.
6.
Okay. Improvisation.
Yes. 7.
Brave,
Yes. 8.
clever.
Yes. 9.
This is a mindful move.
No.
Oh, okay, fine. It is absolutely heartless though, because heartless never
Yes,
lets
it's
me down.
heartless. That's 10.
Also quick-witted,
Yes. 11. Oof.
and I want to say survival, but
Yep.
I don't know how you are seeing survival. Okay, cool.
Okay, so that's 12. That's a target of 12. The way that this works for anybody who's paying attention is that any bonuses above 7, once you get above the target of 7, any additional bonuses serve as additional automatic victories on the roll. So you have 5 automatic victories on the roll, plus the 4 automatic victories you get from Gel's roll. That's 9 automatic victories. Roll your
Now, because
spirit.
I'm getting help from Gel, does that mean I only roll 5 of the 6, or
No,
do I still roll all
no,
6?
this is it's because the armor's doing it. You're not actually collaborating with Gel.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll your spirit into a target of 7.
5, 2, 7, 2, 3. One more. Okay. 4.
That's a full. Yep. So now
We haven't done that in like 3 chapters. Okay.
no
Okay.
ones though, right? So that's
No one.
how many? How many spirit dice? 6? Was that 6?
6. Uh-huh.
That's 15. That's a so now here's the thing that we need to remember is that Rexors are in fact quite psychic. So we're going to go ahead and give this Rexor his opportunity to resist. 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 dice and 2. All right. Nope. 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 So this Rexor, with blood splurting everywhere and shock on his face, turns to the other Rexor with absolute rage. And, like, so he's got this helmet on, and both of his eyes are exposed, and just whoop, one of those eyes is suddenly covered by a little spherical shell with a little red dot on it, and this, like, this disruptor cannon unfolds from the back of the armor. Disruptor cannons explode anything that they touch.
That's going to be a mess.
It's going to be a mess. And nobody's getting to act this round because you guys got the drop on them, but you're going to want to get out of this room as fast as you can. Now, I'm going to remind you one more time before we start this next round that you may add your spirit dice to your body dice for body rolls. Are we clear on that? Getting out fast, Buster.
Mhm.
It's
Getting up
That could
fast
be a
feet.
difficult thing.
Well,
yeah, that could be tough.
Getting up fast feet.
I'm gonna run.
what I'm gonna say, we'll talk about this in a second. So first, let's all roll,
Yeah.
let's all roll initiative. I strongly believe that the Rexors will get initiative. This is gonna be messy. This is gonna be messy. That's a fact. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we'll do that. 2, 5. Initiative is 5. Can anyone beat that?
Oh, I gotta roll initiative. Sorry.
Spirit or mind, whichever is greater. Target of 4.
Yeah. Wait, don't do that. Okay. Okay. I got 4 successes out of 5.
Okay. Liz, how'd your
I
initiative?
got 4 out of 6.
You got 4 of the 6, so you both got a target. You both got 4 victories.
Oh wait, I got 3 out of 6 because of the 8. I forgot about the
Okay.
subtraction.
No,
Yeah, so I'm down below her.
Initiative is a target, is a combat roll, so you don't.
Oh,
you don't
okay.
have to
Yeah,
worry
no.
about it.
Okay,
No.
I'm sorry. I thought it was also for initiative. I
Initiative.
guess I separate initiative and combat, I guess.
Yep.
In my brain sometimes. Yeah.
Combat rolls are initiative, endurance, and
Oh.
damage.
My light went off. I'm listening.
That's right. I'll wait for you to fix it.
Oh, okay.
Now, you can always sacrifice your action for a reaction roll against someone else's action. So, for example,
Right.
I think both of you are going to need to do this.
Okay.
Because
yeah.
one of you is going to have to run for the door, and the other one is going to have to punch the door down.
I'm about it. I'm on board with that.
That's
statement.
what I think.
Yeah.
I'm
about it.
I think that this is your only way out of this room. So to start with, we're gonna roll this Rexor's attack on the other Rexor, which is gonna be probably what? Oh no! Oh gosh, that's a lot of 8s. So
I thought you were mad at your cat when you
But
said
that's
what.
okay because I guarantee you there's going to be confusion here. We can make this work.
Oh
We can
no!
make
This
work.
is already so much worse than I imagined it would be. Already, like, oh, ZVRRA says hi everyone. Hi there, ZVRRA. Nice to meet you. Welcome to Jump Rangers. Thank you for stopping in. If you have any questions, please let us know. I have no idea who this person is, but I'm thrilled that we have a viewer. I'm grateful for your showing up. Thank you.
Yay.
So, so I just need to real quick take a look at the damage on disruptor cannons. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's 10 dice. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 dice of area damage. That's and that's a lot.
Yeah, that's why we're bailing.
Yeah, no,
Area
now's a good time.
damage.
So, basically, here's what happens. The first Rexor, the one that you carved up, drops this cannon down. The other Rexor sees the cannon and dives for a piece of like the big scientific holographic table, which is not as big as a Rexor, but still like a reasonable place to interrupt a disruptor cannon. The first Rexor sweeps this hot beam of basically fire. Like when disruptors, they fire antimatter beams. So when they hit air, the air explodes. So it looks like a tongue of flame that just sweeps across the room, exploding the wall, exploding the undersores, exploding the table.
Oh God!
While you need to get out of this room immediately.
This place, so now us running doesn't look bad because we're realizing this place is gonna go.
Like this whole room is absolutely
a powder keg. A powder keg.
So
and we're a match, just waiting to be lit. Or we already lit it. So yeah, all right. We're just a little spark that went through it. Okay.
So Buster, you are the. So there's 3 of you stacked one on top of the.
I'm the legs. I'm the legs.
You have got to run, and you've got
all right.
to run now.
I'm running. I'm going.
What do you have for jumping the hell out of this
room? Jumping?
Running and diving. What do you have?
Running.
What do you have for that? Like just
piloting.
Yes. Okay. This is the last time, but yes.
I know. Let me pull back up. Here, skills, training, strategy, combat. So none of those really. I mean, training and combat.
Basic
sure.
Training and combat. That's 3.
Yeah, I ran a lot at some point in my training days.
This is all combat.
And then for virtues, assertive, focused.
Focused, yes.
Focused.
Cool. I have to remain cool right now if I'm gonna get out of this. I think I do have to have some semblance of coolness.
Plus, this is very cool. It's a cool thing.
Yeah, it's very cool. We're not looking at the explosion, so as long as I don't look back, I still get to have cool. Relentless. I feel like this was just a weird happy accident, but okay.
I mean, you're not giving up on what is clearly an unsustainable goal.
Inspiring. I think explosions always inspire me to run very fast. So I think that's I think we're in an inspiring moment.
This is not your actions are not terrifically inspiring.
What's that song? There, I did this. Yeah, Chariots of Fire. Thank you. Righteous, nah. Intuitive. I mean, it's intuitive to run away from a fire. I'm sorry, but it is. Or whatever's going on over there. And I did roll for cunning on my last one. I think this applies too because I'm just kind of going with the flow of like, no, this looks terrible. I should run away. I'm totally not stealing stuff.
What's that?
So yeah. Oh no, we're running away.
Okay, I'll give you the cunning. So that's that.
Well, that's me rolling for it to apply for it. I'm just being silly.
You have a target of 7.
Okay.
You have a target of 7. So
okay.
Roll.
All right, let me roll it.
Roll your body plus your spirit.
Body plus. So I have to roll the spirit too, or is it added already?
No. Add the total number of dice.
Okay.
Your body.
Okay. Well,
plus your spirit dice into a target of 7.
Okay. Well, here's my body roll, which is 2, 4, 2, 5, 1. I got to re-roll the 1. And then that 1 re-rolled to an 8, so that stops there.
Yep.
And then the next 3 are 1, 3, 2. I gotta re-roll that 1.
Mm-hmm.
1.
Wow.
4. Golly.
What's that? Okay. All right. you start to run, and immediately you feel like you're running faster than you feel like
I feel lighter. I feel like a feather, and stiff as a
Buster,
not stiff as a board.
Buster, you feel the speed force.
Oh,
What's
I love you.
That's what you feel. You feel the speed force.
I feel the speed force. Here we go. I'm like, I love you.
It's literally that. You start to run, and electricity starts to crackle around you. Now,
I've discovered a new part of the armor. Maybe, I don't know.
Flash bam bam.
Ripper, Gel is going to do everything that Gel can to help you get through this door. That is what Gel is going to do. So, your action is very simple. I'm not even going to ask you to roll to attack unless you think you can get extra victories. Yeah, let's see if you can get some extra victories. This is a giant ass door.
Yeah, you're the door smacker.
Okay.
You can do it. You're strong. You're strong.
Okay. All right. So, go ahead and roll to attack the door, just to see how many victories you actually get. What do you have for punching? Not a lot, I would wager.
Body.
Yeah, this is a
Yeah,
body,
I've only got.
but it's body plus spirit plus gel.
I've got
Yeah.
9 body and spirit combined.
Plus
Okay.
That's what I have.
Plus gel 7.
Whoa,
Plus gel
okay.
7.
So you've got
16.
16 dice, but
Uh-huh.
talk to me about virtues and training. You have basic training, which is helpful.
I have basic training. I'm totally claiming traversal for this.
Yes.
And brave.
Yes, that's brave.
And I'm pretty sure this still counts as survival.
Yes, survival 4.
Can I hit the door with authority?
Yes.
I'll say yes. Yes. I'll give you that. So 5. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it. That's
Target
it.
of 5. You have 16 dice. Tell me how many victories you get. The door isn't going anywhere, so this is not a hard roll. This is just to see how much extra stuff we can add.
What am I rolling? I'm rolling 9 times. I'm rolling 9 dice.
You're rolling 16.
16.
All right. 6, 3, 4. I have to okay, this tower is really cool and I really wanted to use it, but you know what? It's not very helpful with lots of dice.
Yeah. Jump Rangers is not a small number of dice game, it's a large number of dice game.
1, 6. So 1,
and
6, 3. So where are we? All right, 6. And let's do this again. 1, 2, 4, 4.
That's 10.
Where are we?
That's 10
All right.
victories. How many dice have you rolled? You had
Come on. I have that's 9 that I rolled.
Okay.
Is that not? I thought I'd only rolled 9.
No,
Oh, right, the 1. Okay. Yeah. 1,
Okay.
5, 2.
You're just rolling all low numbers. Okay, so here's. All right.
You're fine.
All right. Stop there.
Yep. Yeah, neither of those was an 8, so I'm loving that.
You can feel
Makes sense.
the energy and the world crackling around you as time slows and the door starts to close. Your tiny little 8-year-old brain starts to go back in that time over every single time a grown-up or an older kid has tried to teach you to stand up for yourself as this extremely thick blast door starts approaching your face. All the things that you've ever learned about structured punching, all the math, all the stuff that you've been programming into yourself, and you've been mostly failing at for most of your life.
And you hear my voice somewhere going, just punch it, just punch the thing.
And that's when you're starting to have some doubts about whether or not this is going to shatter your entire skeleton And that's when you feel the armor come to life around you, and all of a sudden you can feel Gel's energy, and just feel all of a sudden like this incredible confidence, this incredible surety as your fist pushing through the little armhole of this tiny little Rexor armor, your little baby fist starts crackling with golden energy.
So glad we stole the armor. We'd be so screwed if we had not stolen the army.
Yeah, we'd
Armor.
be messed up. We'd be real messed up right
And you
now.
punch that steel, and in this moment of stopped time, you can actually feel the steel vibrate against your fist, and there's a brief moment where you wonder if you've done it, and then the whole thing just explodes
Blows.
inwards.
Yes.
Like, as shrapnel fills the room, and
That's awesome.
now
Heck yeah.
this is not gonna be. I am now beginning to understand a terrifically difficult escape for the three of you, because Buster, you get the benefit of both Liz's spirit and Gel's spirit. So now that you're in the Speed Force, now that you're just trucking with these two Jump Rangers stacked on top of your shoulders, now that the golden lightning is crackling around behind you, you just run back through this base installation, all the corridors that you were led through by Slith. Like, Slith is trying to chase you, but they are gone.
They're back. Yeah, they're. They can't catch these heels.
So you just start rushing through this building, through this whole infrastructure, until eventually you get to the extremely heavily armed and armored um you know, security entrance into the hangar bay where you originally came through.
Oh, it's the whole place is going down.
Well, we're gonna take a minute here and just step outside this security sort of console where there was that big tunnel and all the guns and, you know what I mean, all the guards and everything.
Yeah.
And we're gonna visit Griff, who's
Yeah.
very casually with a toothpick, just sucking on a toothpick, standing
Of course
with
he
his
is.
back against
Of course he's a toothpick dude.
the
God damn
cargo
it.
container, kind of like every so often, just kind of like glancing back at the door, listening, and then suddenly alarms start to go off, and he has just enough time to look
That's his
around
cue.
the corner before the entire wall in which this security door is embedded just explodes outward into the hangar bay, raining shrapnel down upon all the flaming wreckage in every direction. And
Time to go, nerd.
I think we need to steal a. I think we need to steal a ship at this point. I don't think we're getting out in a box. Just saying. I don't think we can get back in the box.
So,
but at least now we'll get to see the planet.
Think you're better than me? I'm the one with armor on. Get me out of here. Or we're all gone.
All right. So
let's go.
I don't think there's any point in rolling this at this point. This whole situation is very broken. So we're just going to say that the three of you fend off the feeble undersore resistance. Like, there's like
I just kick them.
Nobody was expecting children. Nobody was expecting children. I could have told them.
Griff slips into the cockpit of a Saurian cargo transport. The truth is, I have not yet designed Saurian cargo transports, so we're going to have to deal with that. But slips into the cockpit of a Saurian cargo transport, gets the whole thing powered up, and moments after the three of you just blow a hole in the ceiling of this whole facility, the three of you are rocketing away across the surface of planet Inferno. Now,
Inferno.
before we break, this is the first look that any of you have had at Planet Inferno, because this whole thing was very carefully, you were protected from all of this. Griff didn't want you knowing where you are. I think he painted a pretty grim picture of what you were looking at with lava and just all kinds of horror, and don't ever go outside. Planet Inferno is an entirely developed Saurian industrial metropolis.
Mm-hmm.
Planet Inferno is a global megalopolis full of manufacturing complexes. Planet Inferno is, in fact, one of the primary manufacturing facilities in the entire Saurian Empire.
And we just stole.
Weird. Kind of weird that the adults would be lying
Probably
about
one of
that.
those secured planets in the freaking Saurian space, and we just went, sorry, stepped on your toe. I'm gonna go this way now. No one expects human children.
So,
I-
as you
Like you said.
as you climb into the cargo hold of this thing in your armor, and Griff punches the controls of this, and I will figure out this is a good thing for me to invent, because the Saurian source book is being written exactly as we write this. So this is
We're probably having to help him hit buttons.
Yep.
Like in the suit, like, here, okay, hit that. It's okay.
So
Yeah.
Griff immediately screams back, like, strap yourselves in, we're gonna have company. And immediately none of you strap yourselves in and start swarming the controls and manning the guns. And we will get to that in the next session.
Yeah, like we're gonna look at that door.
That's gonna be that's the combat I'm ready
He
for.
works for us now.
I am going to destroy every one
the
of
first
them.
thing you need to do is kick him out of the pilot's chair.
Oh, but I want to shoot
Yeah.
guns.
Okay.
Buster's the pilot.
I don't know. I can do both. We can co-pilot. I can keep an eye on him.
We will deal with all of this next week in next week's Jump Ranger session. But I think we're back on track. I think everybody knows what story we're telling now. Welcome to Planet Inferno. What's that?
I need to find something to be diplomatic about.
This is where I'm going to start my training for Saurian technology.
This is what we train for. It doesn't get much more Jump Rangers than this.
Crash course and how to fly with one of their ships.
Oh, look! Hey, look! I think a ship's a ship. I think that you'll be okay. Like, Jump Rangers are stealing Saurian spacecraft all the time.
That's true. They've probably junked across enough stuff that she's probably driven all kinds of Frankenstein stuff.
I need to figure out what a good lizard name for a transport is. What's a big fat lizard? What's a big fat lizard?
A Komodo dragon?
We got dragon starfighters already. Got dragon space fighters already. So I feel like we can't lean too hard on dragon.
Yeah.
We need a big
fat lizard.
Big fat lizard.
Iguana?
The Saurian iguana transport. I mean, kids name these things. Like, most of the time it's Jump Rangers naming this stuff. The Saurian.
But also, have they ever seen an iguana in real life?
Well, they've seen them in pictures for sure. The Saurian, big honkin', big hefty.
You call it a Jabba.
That's not a lizard. Jabba's a slug. Jabba's got to be an amphibian, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Big lizard, big honkin' lizard. Anyways, if you don't have anything for me off the top of my head, I will come up with something. But
yeah.
Well, what about a Gila?
Ooh, Gila. I like the
Gila
way it
monster.
sounds. Gila or Gila, or is it Gila or Gila?
It's Gila. It's Gila, but
it was coming. It's coming through on my mic.
I like it.
Gila.
I like it. Gila monster. Yep, the Gila monster. I like it.
That's good. That's perfect.
Good.
I think in America they call them Gila monsters, huh?
I guess so.
I don't know.
Oh,
I've always heard it
technically the G is a H.
I swear. Yeah, I guess maybe I'm thinking like when I was younger and I would read that word. and not
Yeah, because it is a
know.
G.
I always heard it Gila. I always did. I
I
always did.
okay.
I feel like that's
I like Gila
probably
better
one of those
anyway. So
regional things, but
Yeah.
and
maybe.
I know that as you know, I know that sometimes my regional stuff is just way different. So I try not to
I
be.
think you're right, Liz. I'm pretty sure you're correct about this. I think
But
you're
because then
dead
they're
on.
called a monster, right? Which indicates size.
Yep.
They're kind of lumbering, but they can move actually.
Perfect.
So
Perfect.
you know,
I've already
they
got.
do actually scare me just a little because when they get going, they can truck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's either got to be the Gila monster or a croc.
That's what I was gonna say. A croc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or gator.
We have a gator. The gators are
Yeah, that's right.
the cargo trains.
Yeah.
Gators is the best. They're good eating. I'll say that.
I have never. You know what? That's not true. I have had.
The tail,
I have
probably.
had gator meat. Yep.
Probably the tail.
I haven't, but now I feel kind of bad about not doing it because I was there. But you know, when you're in the someplace new and you're like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna try the new thing, and then you see the thing that you really love, and you're like, or next time,
Oh.
and then there was no next time.
See, I will always though, if I'm in the company of people who are experts, I will always step aside from the thing that I love to trust the expert thing. Like
who's like, oh yeah, like I live here, you should try that food. Yeah,
I will.
instead of,
Absolutely.
See, that's what I
of
need. I need
the
more of
thing
those people in
the
my life.
tourists can have. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, yeah.
part of it, Liz, is that you haven't really. I mean, you've never been to Louisiana, like, so you
Right, I
probably
was in Washington at the time. This was in Everett,
you don't need
so wasn't really feeling.
Washington Gators are very gamey because they're chipped. You don't want.
I mean,
You
I
don't want
also didn't really eat sushi in Utah. You know what I mean?
yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
There's some things that you're like, I don't know, how much shipping did this thing go through?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Pretty landlocked over here. Yeah.
yeah.
Anyway.
Wow. I'm
That was
not actually
fun.
looking. I'm kind of scared already about next time because there were a lot of ones from you and a lot of low numbers. I think I only
know.
missed like 3 or 4
Dice
rolls out of
Karma's
it, and I
coming
didn't roll
for
an 8.
us.
I'm
Dice
like, oh,
Karma.
Nike. Okay.
Yeah. Dice Karma's coming for us for
There's
sure.
going to be something wild that happens next time.
I
because
can't believe we did so well.
Actually, it was the 16 roll one that really shocked me. I was like, why? Where's the?
This was a payoff to the setup that you guys did last session. It was a bold move.
That's true.
The role that this hinged on was the role during the last session where you convinced all of these dinosaurs that you were, in fact, a Rexor. That was a big.
And I'm pretty sure that took both of us.
It did.
That was both of us that had to do that. Yeah.
That was some very complicated force combining that you used to make that happen.
Yeah.
And it worked out. And now you've got the armor, but you've got to know, like, they're gonna send everything they have. Like, they do not. Nobody wants to see this armor slip into the hands of a bunch of kids. Like, you are not allowed to have this.
Even Griff doesn't want us to have it. We both. I mean, we know that. We gotta get it
We
past
are
him
gonna live in
too.
this armor. We will never get out of it forever.
Yep.
Seriously?
We will all grow together from now on.
Yeah.
But you're in a good position to get what you want from Griff, as long as you don't get Griff killed in the meantime.
Whatever. I mean, if Griff dies, that's his own fault.
It is.
I feel like the grown-up should be able to take care of himself, but I sense us seeing him in the near future.
Like if I can beat you all the time, then you're not very good.
Jump Rangers is not a game where the grown-ups are good at taking care of themselves.
Yeah, it's true. That's true.
It's just, I mean, there wouldn't be a need for Jump Rangers if that was the case. And
I feel like we could use some Jump Rangers here right about now too.
You really could. And unfortunately, everyone thinks that this planet is a no-fly zone because of the space rats.
Propaganda.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So, but now you know.
Now
you know the secret of Planet Inferno.
Well,
why would a bunch of smugglers keep something like this secret, I wonder?
Yeah. Well, y'all.
Yeah, apparently we need to survive Griff. He may have to die. I'm just saying.
I hate to
like
run
if
off
it has
soon.
if a decision needs to be made, I got you.
Buster, happy Cormore. Take care of yourself.
Yeah. I got my dinner is about to arrive, so
enjoy. Bon appetit.
Have a good night.
Be good. I'm gonna log off. Thank you everybody for watching. Zavara, it was nice to meet you. We do this every week. Next week's gonna be just as crazy. We'll see you then. There's lots of streaming happening in the meantime. Please follow the channel and don't be a stranger, Ranger. You have a good night too. Thank you very much.